It's vital for every Christian to have media literacy, absolutely. Um, it's both regarding ourselves as grown-ups, because we can easily fool ourselves imagining that, oh, we are grown-ups, we are mature Christian, we have been living with Christ for years, maybe our whole life, and we are in the mid-50s. Of course, I can just enjoy myself and think that I watch this film, it's just entertainment. But it's not. There is nothing like a neutral story. There is nothing like just pure entertainment. Every story carries with it a deeper level of worldview issues. There are values there. Even a well-known atheist as Philip Pullman, author, film producer, saying all stories teach, whether the author intended them to or not. That's interesting. Do we do things without knowing that we are doing it? Of course we do, because every single person has a worldview. But maybe one is not quite aware of what is my worldview. So a lot of writers of television, soaps, films, novels, whatever, they are not quite, they don't know what worldview they have, but they stick to certain values and they will be portrayed in their stories in one way or another. Philip Pullman, on the other side, he is very determined about his worldview. He's an atheist. And when he carries on saying not only that all stories carries with it meaning, whether the author intends them to or not, he carries on saying they, that is the stories, teach us the morality we live by. They teach it much more effectively than a range of rules and setups. He knows very well what he's talking about. We get so easily influenced by the stories that surround us because they stir our emotions, don't they? And we cry and we laugh and we get angry, and we rejoice. And very, very often we just stay there in the emotions and we can find ourselves agreeing in a way with people who pose a total different point of view than I would stand for as a Christian. But due to me being there with my emotions, it's so easy to stop think, to stop being a critical thinker and actually enjoy and think and evaluate at the same time. And I think that is a key issue for us as grown-up Christians to learn, take into consideration that there is no such thing as neutral entertainment. All stories carry with it meaning, values, traces of worldview, and we need to learn how to uncover these. That is what media literacy is all about. And of course, when I say mid-50s people need it, I also say young people need it. And that is tricky though, because a lot of us tend to think that since tweens, and younger than tweens of course, have been raised in a media-saturated world, having all these different media outlets around them all the time, they don't know a world without internet. And we call them, as I've said before, digital natives. It doesn't mean that they don't need to learn how to decode the messages, how to read visual images, how to evaluate. I'm a Norwegian. It didn't mean that I didn't need to learn the Norwegian language. I had to learn how to read. I had to learn how to evaluate, how to decode. It's just the same for young people today, for tweens. They need to learn how to read, how to evaluate, how to respond, how to decode the messages. So there is nothing such as a digital native that it comes automatically. We need media literacy, all of us, also the kids. And from my point of view, also as a youth worker and a lecturer, I feel this is such a need, and I want to do whatever I can to equip my colleagues and to equip pastors in other churches, to equip youth workers in other churches, to equip parents in media literacy, because I need it for myself. I'm not an expert. I'm learning and learning and learning. But the first step is to realize the need for learning, and then we can help each other. Media literacy. For everyone, also for the kids, also for the tweens.